Well, greetings, friends. I have my wife with me again, and this being Valentine's month, we've been telling our story of how we met before the days of computers and internet, and it was snail mail and long distance. But anyway, we left off by talking about we wrote each other 3 times during the summer of 79, I believe it was, wasn't it? And we had never met. So the question is, how are we going to meet? Well, the third letter I wrote to my wife was in, what was it, in July? July. And we had a big conference, ministers conference, coming up in Baltimore, Maryland in August. And so I asked her, are you going to go to the conference? And you go ahead and pick up.
So when I got my letter, I had no plans to go. When I got the letter, my mom said, Cheryl, why don't you go? My mom and dad, their thought was, go meet this guy if you're ever going to meet him. And I'm like, well, Mr. Crowder, Miss Crowder, which was Buddy's aunt and uncle, were trying to get him to come out at Christmas. I'm like, maybe let's just wait till he comes out here. I don't want to act forward, flying out there. So in conversation, they reminded me, well, your Uncle Larry lives in Baltimore, Maryland now. And
that's where the conference was going to be.
Close to that, yes. Actually, he lived in Olney, Maryland. It was real close. And he had just come out to visit our family. I had not seen him since I was a little girl. And so the timing, he had even invited me. He said, Cheryl, come out and visit us sometime. So God, looking back now, we see how God had paved the path. And once again, looking back, I realized I decided to go on Mom and Dad's advice, to go ahead and pursue going out to General Council. So I made the decision. There was a lot more little details to the decision.
So we decided we're going to meet at this council meeting, and there's thousands of people there, and all we had was a picture of one another. So we're walking around looking at each other.
In the lobby. So I have a picture of him, and he has a picture of me, and we're looking for each other. That's a little different.
So we finally found each other and went into the church service together. And you want to pick up this part of the story?
So, it was a fun high, and we're just kind of feeling our way. Well, at the end of the service, the preacher that night, bless his heart, said, would you take the hand of the one standing next to you? And I remember just so clear, we took each other's hand, and I thought, I wonder if this will be the only time I ever hold this guy's hand, or if we will hold hands for the rest of our life. God knew, I didn't know, and I just kept paving the path with prayer.
Well, we had decided that what we would do is that because she was coming out for this meeting, that she would come visit my family for a few days after the meeting. So she came back after the meeting to Durham, North Carolina, where we lived. And we're going to pick up the story on Thursday, what happened after that. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.